Hey everybody, welcome to East Lake High School for week 2 of season 21 of the Prep Picks Report. This is the PPR. It's all about our big game of the week as we try to bring you the very best in high school football. Let's take a look at tonight's matchup, the State Farm Game of the Week with Lazaro Nato as the representing agent. He attends all the St. Augustine games, so he'll be down here at some point tonight as we get ready to explain what State Farm is doing with the game of the week in the PPR. But it's going to be a good matchup. St. Augustine coming off a convincing week 1. East Lake coming off a disappointing week 1, a loss at Steel Canyon. Hopefully they're going to turn it around tonight against the Saints. Let's introduce the PrePR crew. You all know Bert Grossman. He's been with the show for several years, but joining us as a guest analyst is former Pro Bowl tackle and former, I'll still say it, you were a San Diego Charger, Marcus McNeil. Marcus, welcome to the broadcast team tonight.
Well, thanks you guys for having me.
All right, so let's get right down to it. Marcus, I guess, what do you know about the St. Augustine? Tell me something I don't know about the Saints.
Hey, man, I'm looking forward to this junior that they got, man. Eric Williams, man, he's supposed to be the real deal. Class of 2021 junior. He says he's a stud, 5'11", 215. Sound like Ronnie Brown to me down there at Auburn. So I'm looking at him today at the middle linebacker spot to really be physical, and I hear that big up front.
All right, Bert, being that you're the South Bay cat in this equation, actually you're both South Bay cats, but being that you've been here longer in the South Bay, tell me about something about East Lake that I don't know.
Great program as always, history. Coach McFadden's back, lucky for them. A couple big transfers offensively. I'll let Coach McFadden get into that. I think it hurt him a little offensively. Defense is always good under Coach Price. It's hard with Saints because Benita's really not that good, I don't think. So it's hard to take that win,
right,
and as opposed to Steel Canyon, which was a much more qualified opponent. But it'll be an interesting game.
Guys, if we could take a live shot of the field, if we have a camera to it, but otherwise over my shoulder. Home field advantage at the high school level. Does home field advantage mean as much to say like in the NFL?
I don't think it means as much in the NFL, but it definitely gives people a shot. You don't have the same crowd noise. Crowd noise is really big in the NFL to where you can't hear third down. It makes it tough on the quarterbacks. But whenever you have home field advantage in high school, you have that momentum coming out of the school that you can really bring. That crowd is going to be there. That energy is good for them. So if you need an upset, this will be the place to get it.
Those stands that we see are empty right now will be filled with Titan fans. I know the Saints travel well. Bert, give me 20 seconds on home field advantage at the high school level.
I agree with Marcus. It's the energy when you come out of your own high school. I think it's teacher appreciation night tonight. All the parents will be here. It's just a different atmosphere. Again, it's not, like you said, it's not the snap count that you deal with, but it is the energy of the high school.
All right, so with that in mind, back once again at the range with East Lake, Coach John McFadden. John, always kind enough, always answers our call to join us. Coach, thank you for doing this. I know you got plenty to do on game day, but it was quite an off season as you lost. One of the biggest storylines of this game is that a starting quarterback and several of your assistants are now on the other sidelines. Your thoughts about that? What does it mean? What does it do for this game?
It's basically exactly like when I started here at East Lake in the 2000s. In 1999. You have to develop a character within. And sometimes that means people are going to leave and people are going to come in. And, I haven't had the experience of the travel, passing stuff like is going on right now. And so that's very new to me, and I have to learn how to work around that, contend with that. But it is what it is. I run a certain kind of offense, and some kids like to play it. We've had some great running backs who love to play in it. They don't think we throw the ball very much. And so the quarterbacks and the receivers maybe have second thoughts about it. We threw for 2,100 yards last year with a sophomore quarterback, and so we did okay with the passing game. He was one of the top 5 or 6 quarterbacks in the county last year.
Absolutely was.
And now he's at Saints, but he's a wonderful kid. Love the kid, and I wish him nothing but the best. And the other guys who leave, they leave for their different reasons. And as long as I don't feel like they're being recruited someplace, then it doesn't bother me. When I do feel like, then I kind of open my mouth and I say things and everybody gets mad at me, because just let the kids go wherever they want. Yeah, they can go wherever they want, and I wish them luck and give them hugs. But when I know there's people at other schools that are talking to them, working with them, and all of a sudden they end up at those schools, then I kind of say things, and then I get the phone calls and what a jerk I am, and I go, okay.
Then you get the game of the week, though.
My whole family tells me what a jerk I am, so I say, that's fine, I'm good.
All right, Bert, are you chiming in?
No, well, I don't think you're a jerk, Coach. But I do see it on social media. You're right, and we get to this point on social media where the coaches, I think, are arguing more than the players are now.
Yeah, exactly.
And a lot of that's 7-on-7. I mean, 7-on-7, these travel ones. I wouldn't say it's ruined high school football, but there's been such an uptick in transfer since that became a thing. I don't know if it's a good thing. I still think kids should play where they grow up.
All right, Mark, you got a question for the coach?
I definitely got a question for you, John. What do you tell your team coming to a game like this where you have a powerhouse like St. Augustine who everybody looks at and expects to win, but you want to get your guys ready to play?
I just tell them, guys, we've beaten them more than we've lost to them.
Yeah.
So, and I think we're as good a team as we've had. We're just not playing at a high level right now, which that's what preseason's all about. Our defense played incredibly well against Steel Canyon. Really, the 2 touchdowns were special teams touchdowns and offense just being, making way too many mistakes. And we just didn't execute really well on the offensive level. Guys didn't know who to block. Guys didn't, weren't running very hard. We're running, they didn't know where the holes were supposed to go. It was just bad coaching on my part. And so we coached hard this week to really try and just say, hey guys, we have what we do. Let's just do it really well.
Yeah.
And if we do it really well, I don't care about the other team. I never have.
Coach, we're going to say goodbye to you. We're going to bring in Lorraine. Let's go to the graphics, guys, real quick. As we switch out Coach for Mr. Nato. Right now, these are the Prep Pigskin Reports game of the week. Coach, we're going to say goodbye to you.
Guys. Thank you.
And thank you very much for that. Just a quick reminder, that's where we have highlights from 21 other games as well. And then coming up tonight, our special in-studio guest, our Chick-fil-A top recruit, is none other than Keyshawn Smith from Lincoln High School. Lincoln road tripping up to El Camino, so hopefully Keyshawn makes it in time. But right now, just with the time we have left, we want to thank our State Farm agent, Mr. Nato. Pronounce the first name for me.
Lazarus, the Bible guy.
Lazarus. Okay.
Explain to us what State Farm is doing with the PPR game of the week.
Okay, we know the high school football is the centerpiece of. Okay, boom. It's the masterpiece of a community, right? So we decide why not we start to fund this and do a part to remain relevant. And we know the budget is always tightening for the high school team, the athletics field. So that's why we come in and do our core, make sure everything is fine and tight.
All right, you're going to be at every St. Augustine home game. You're the Saints rep, but you're going to be down here tonight. We thank you for everything you're doing. We thank you for your involvement with the Prep Picks Report. It means a ton that you guys support high school football like we do.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay.
Very good, Lazarus.
You won't get it.
All right, we'll be back more with more pre-PR coming up. Right now, keep watching the KUSI newscast. The KUSI News at 5 is taking over in just a bit.